What's up, everybody? This is MayorHawk. We're back again with yet another HawkVlog, and this time we're going to be talking about the upcoming Justice League movie that is releasing the 17th, so just right around the corner. We're approaching it quickly, and so warning, I am going to talk about potential spoilers, things running around the rumor mill, so if you want to cut out, I'm just going to say real fast, it's going to be a fun movie. Definitely check it out. November 17th, Justice League. Go see it. Alright, so for those of you who are still here, cut out here if you don't want to hear the spoilers. For those of you who are still here, no, I have not seen the movie, so this is not a direct spoiler or anything, but I'm going to talk about some of the stuff going around in the rumor mill. So, stuff to expect out of the Justice League from the rumor mill, and then we're going to move on. It sounds like we're definitely going to have Superman return from the dead. So our number one thing to expect is Superman is going to come back. It sounds like, well, that's not really that big of a spoiler because at the end of Batman vs. Superman, we did see the dirt rise from his coffin, but it sounds like at the beginning of the film, he is going to be dead still. We're going to be dealing with life without Superman. They're going to portray it as a world without hope. A bit interesting because he hasn't been portrayed as the hopeful Superman in Batman vs. Superman or Man of Steel yet. But this could be the turning point. So Superman's coming back. Hopefully that's used as like a reboot of his character to bring us the hopeful Superman, the more classic Superman. And the second thing to expect out of it is from the rumor mill, it sounds like there will be a form of Green Lantern in the Justice League movie and possibly more than one. I'm hoping for two. I'm hoping that we see glimpses of either, if it's not going to be Earth's Green Lantern, if it's not the Hal Jordan or Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, I really be surprised if they went with Jessica Cruz or Simon Baz, because they're very new. Jessica Cruz, sorry, got the Z. If it's not one of them, the Earth ones, I would love for it to be Kilowog. Definitely look him up. He's the pig one. Or it's more of those classic, more known Green Lanterns. That would be fun. I really do expect that it will be, though, our glimpse at either Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. It'd be a great way if Hal Jordan were to die in Justice League to introduce Jon Stewart. Say, we had Hal Jordan, he died in the battle against Steppenwolf, moving on to that in a second, and then we got Jon Stewart. So that's the second thing to expect. First thing, Return of Superman. Second thing, expect to see at least a glimpse, some way, shape, or form, introducing Green Lantern. They want to move away from the Green Lantern that was in theaters, I think, in 2011. I think that's when it came out, because it wasn't a success for them. So they want to move away from that, but they can't really do Justice League and the DCU justice without Green Lantern. Third thing to expect, we're on number 3 now, would be this is going to be a setup movie. This will be a great movie. It's going to have a lot of action in it. But the villain, Steppenwolf, he is a relative of Darkseid's. In the comic, he is Darkseid's uncle. There's rumors back and forth that that's going to be swapped, that relationship is going to be swapped in the movie where Steppenwolf is the nephew of Darkseid. But in the comic book, Steppenwolf is Darkseid's uncle, and he's often portrayed as kind of a setup for Darkseid. So it'd be interesting to me to see how they handle that family relationship. But I really think it's going to be is setting up Darkseid down the line. They rushed Justice League a bit, and I'm happy to see they're not rushing Darkseid. Definitely a lot of the kind of dream sequences of Batman versus Superman really set up Darkseid already, but Steppenwolf will kind of be that introductory, basically. He will be there, kind of how Loki set us up for Thanos. That's what Steppenwolf is doing for Darkseid, because the film is big enough, having the Justice League come together for the first time. So they're going to save that big surprise, not really surprise, but that big draw of introducing Darkseid, this mega villain, for another Justice League movie that won't have the shine of being the first Justice League movie. And so that's the third thing is expect this to set up Darkseid. We're not getting him outright, we're setting up Darkseid. Fourth thing, my fourth expectation out of this movie, not really expectation, but a rumor kind of floating around, it is more this one, we're kind of getting into a rumor. We're beginning to see the exit of Ben Affleck. He's already said in an interview that he's looking for a cool way to segue out. This greatly saddens me because I love Ben Affleck Batman and the one rendition we've seen him in so far. I would love for them to clear this up, whatever the issue is, whatever's already got him thinking of leaving, dry that up, because this would be the equivalent to what if Robert Downey Jr. left playing Iron Man after Iron Man 2. Yes, we're already doing Justice League. Like, Justice League should be akin to the Avengers movie, but no, the DCEU is very much still in its infancy. We have Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League. We're on movie 5. Before Avengers, we had Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger, I forgot Hulk. So we had all those before we got to Avengers. So we had Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, Captain America, Thor, and then Avengers. So we took a lot more setup time to get to Avengers. And imagine just in its infancy, because Avengers is really when, the after credit scenes tied in the universe, but Avengers is really when the universe came together, and when it succeeded, man, the sky opened up and we reigned in the MCU forever. I mean, that was its coming of age moment. Say what you want about how amazing Iron Man was, it was truly amazing, but Avengers cemented it. After that, everything after that is here because Avengers nailed it. So what if Robert Downey Jr. wasn't there for that? So to me, it's just they got to lock in Ben Affleck or make his exit make sense. I mean, it's not unprecedented for Bruce Wayne to not be Batman, because really I don't think you can recast Bruce Wayne at this point. Ben Affleck has owned that role in the one showing we've seen of him, and now if he comes out and stinks up Justice League, that would be a shame. I highly doubt it. He's way more of a professional than that. But if Bruce Wayne stinks in Justice League, I think fans would be more open to his exit. But he's portrayed Bruce Wayne / Batman really compelling, and was one, in my opinion, one of the positives of Batman versus Superman. You can get into, Batman killed, yada, yada, yada. But this was a darker Batman. I appreciate it. And so we're already seeing him start his exit plan. Whether or not that's going to happen in the Reeves Batman movie or what, and I don't think we're at that cool way to segue out yet. So not our last time seeing him, but it's his days as Batman are already numbered, which is really sad. My fifth thing that I'm expecting out of Justice League, number 5, is for it to kind of brush over the origins of Cyborg, Flash, and Aquaman. I feel like we might get kind of comments to it, maybe a little bit flashbacks, but just based off the runtime alone, I don't think we're gonna have time to get into it. I think we're kind of gonna get a little bit of who they are while they're gathering the Justice League. But what I don't want this movie to be is, oh, we need to get this bad thing happen. We need to gather the Justice League. Introduction. We came together. Oh, fight, we fail. Oh, we need to work harder. Fight, win. I really hope that we get more plot and that we can get these guys' origins in their standalone movies. Because we've already seen with Wonder Woman that the audience is fine with going back in time. That one had a clear-cut date to go back to with World War, but it worked. It really worked. We went back in time, and it worked out really well. And so I feel like we can cover their origins later, or just, people know a lot of them. The Flash's one is probably kind of unnecessary to cover because of the success of the TV show. You'll have to cover Cyborgs. Aquaman, with who they're looking to portray as Aquaman, I think from everything I've heard in the rumor mill, we're going with the Arthur Curry who was raised on land, introduced to the fact that he's an Atlantean, went to become king, so he's kind of an outcast in both worlds. That definitely needs to be explored, for sure. So Cyborg and Aquaman definitely need to be explored. I think it'd be fun to explore the origin of Flash, but this isn't the movie to do it. And so, good ways of introducing them. Don't Suicide Squad it. but this isn't the time to fully go into their origin, so I don't expect them to. So we're going to get brushed over introductions to these guys, and then we're going to get into just seeing them in action and fall in love with them that way. And I don't know if I said that was my last one, but my actual last one, my final expectation is I think that we're all going to fall in love with the Flash in this movie. I feel like the Flash is going to steal it. We already know going in that Wonder Woman is going to be everyone's favorite character going in. And she's going to be a lot of people's favorite character going out. I mean, how can she not? Gal Gadot, or however you say her last name, sorry if I'm getting it wrong, is an incredible actress doing a phenomenal job as Wonder Woman. And it's just amazing. It's good. And so she's going to remain people's favorite leaving, but a lot of people are going to leave with this Flash being their favorite character. That's a prediction I have. Just from seeing how everyone's into it, I just feel like that it's just he's gonna steal the show to a degree. So getting into those are my expectations. One of them is kind of rumorish with Ben Affleck. Gonna get into more just talking about the movie now. What I'd like to see out of the story for this movie. My favorite Justice League story in recent memory, like when I'm thinking Justice League stories, what jumps to mind as a true Justice League story, I would like to see them cover more of like Justice League origin. That was a New 52 story. It was the first complete arc. They call it was origin, and the villain of that was Darkseid, which Steppenwolf can fill into that very well. And it was just that all the heroes, they were kind of starting out. Some of them knew of each other. And the what's crazy about it is Origin focused a lot on, all of them got a spotlight, but a lot of the focus was given on Batman and Hal Jordan and Superman. And Wonder Woman, of course, Wonder Woman and Cyborg always get a lot of page time in Justice League because they're very compelling heroes, and they seem to thrive in that team environment. And so yeah, we got some good time with them, but the interactions between Batman and Hal Jordan were great. Now, what there things that go against going straight up with that storyline, even with subbing in Steppenwolf for Darkseid, they did that as an animated film, and so that to me is less likely for us to see that on the big screen. But I would love if they went with it. So Steppenwolf attacks that or starts his attack, and of course Batman, being a great detective, he's onto it. Now we know he's onto it because of his dream sequences, but I'd love if Justice League took a moment to be like, all right, he started getting those a little bit, and hopefully we explain later on how he's getting them, because he's supposed to be just a normal man. And then I'd like to see his detective skills really showcased. I want Batman the detective really coming out in this Justice League movie, because the Christopher Nolan Batman movies were great, but he didn't seem very detective-like in that. It was hinted at, but it's never, you don't really, I want to see Batman the detective. He's the world's greatest detective. So really dive into that. Give us world's greatest detective. He's on to it. And so he starts gathering the Justice League to fight this. They all don't believe him, think he's a wacko nut job. Steppenwolf attacks. Oh, then now we got to join up together. I think that would be the great storyline. Of course, do it better than that, because don't go, that's not a good movie. But I feel like doing something like Justice League Origin, where the threat brought them together, was something that they couldn't overcome alone. They each tried. They each escaped just barely. And then they're like, hey, Batman warned us about this. We can trust Batman. He's a great leader. We need to get behind Batman. And then what I really don't want to have happen is for it to be these heroes are in over their head, and now Superman's back to save the day. And we know he's coming back. DC's done a good job of leaving him out of all the promotion stuff, but they're not going to leave him dead. So we know he's coming back. I don't want him to just fly in and plot device the day and save us all. I would like for him to maybe have resurrected at the start of the combat, and he's fighting, and even he's not enough. Like, really emphasize, none of them could do it alone. They need the League. Superman's not enough. It's not Superman's power with the League, and together they're strong enough. It's as all of them. None of them were enough individually, and even two of them together is not enough. You needed the entire Justice League. That's the story I want to see. So let me know down in the comments what you're expecting out of this movie. Hopefully you're all excited for it. I know I am. I think it's going to be a great time. Let me know in the comments down below, or on Twitter at HawkVlog1, what your top thing that you're looking forward to about the movie, and who your favorite Justice League person is going in. This is MayorHawk. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and hit that little notification bell so you can get more of these Hawk vlogs and our gameplays as soon as we launch them. And this has been MayorHawk. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And I gotta hit the stop button.